Another thing that you talked about that I liked is like when you try the tightrope analogy, when you try to, like, I'm going to get all the frequencies in and I'm going to get all prepared and I'm just going to...
Right.
And
there's only so prepared you can get,
yeah.
right? There's only so prepared you can get. And that's like we talked about the tightrope. At some point it has to be one foot in front of the other. You can't really skip ahead that far.
Yeah.
Even the best tightrope walkers can only take one little leap, right? But you can't go from one end to the other all at once. It has to be a walk. And so, like you said, with the frequencies, I can only get so many frequencies in there before I just have to be in the moment. And that's a lot of times what we miss, especially in training, is especially IFR training, is people trying to get ready for the next thing. I got to be ready for the next thing. I got to be ready for the next thing. But are you doing the thing you need to do right now, right? Because this airplane is needing something right now. And so what I always like to tell people is make sure you're accomplishing the tasks that need to happen right this second. Those are the most important things. The next most important thing is what's going to happen, like right here out in front of me. Just, one step out in front of me. What's the next thing that's going to happen? Am I going to need my ATIS? Do I need to give an approach briefing? Do I, do I need to dial in some radios? All that kind of stuff. And then we can think strategically. If we've got those two things down, right? Okay, yeah, I've preloaded, I've briefed my approach. Weather's starting to look kind of crappy out there. And I don't really know if we're going to make it in on this approach, right? Mm-hmm. This isn't looking fantastic. I'm going to give it a try, but this isn't looking fantastic. Well, it'd be really nice to have a plan after that, right? Because now I know a few things. I might very well go missed, right? And there's a number of reasons why I might go missed, right? It might not just be that the weather's bad. It might be that my skills are a little bit rusty, right? And I'm not super comfortable cruising all the way down to whatever the weather's at. And I go, I'm going to give it a try. And then I start to watch my glide slope get all wobbly, and I go, yeah, I'm going missed, right? That's an honest conversation to have with yourself, and one that you should be thinking about, right, as you make this plan. But we find ourselves up in the air. Weather's come down a little bit worse than we thought it was going to be. I'm feeling tired, whatever the case may be. What's my strategic goal out here? If I can't make it into this airport, am I going to try again? Am I going to go to an airport that I know is better because I've thought about it in my pre-flight briefing and all of that kind of stuff? Maybe I even put it in as an alternate, right? Or whatever the case may be. But I can't think about that unless I'm taking care of the airplane right now and then taking care of the next step ahead, right? And that's walking that tightrope. I don't need to be thinking about what I'm going to do on the missed approach if I can't hold my altitude, if I can't get the weather, if I can't brief my approach, if I can't, right, do all these other things. And if we get focused way out here, I guarantee the things in here are being missed and causing more problems, because this is not, we don't just take a snapshot, right? These are all trending things. So if you're way out here, not paying attention to what's going on in here, and this airplane starts to get goofy and you're off your altitude and doing all this stuff, then guess what you're trying to do? Trying to get back onto my altitude, which is, right?
Yeah.
Using up your resources. Oh, shoot, I can't stay on this. Nah, this dang heading is never staying where I want it. Oh, I'm off my course. Oh, geez, the ATC is calling me about this. Oh, I forgot to change this frequency, right? And you just watch that start to roll downhill. Who cares what the end goal here was? You're not getting there, right? This is now suffering so much that you can't possibly get there. You've fallen off the tightrope, right? In thinking about the end of that line, you weren't thinking about the next step, or what the current step that you're on, and now you're all wobbly and this, and you're hoping to hang on, right? And once you're hoping to hang on, who cares what that was? It doesn't matter anymore. It never did. And that is, a lot of times people think, oh, I'm going to be really impressive. I'm going to get all this stuff done in advance.
I'm really good at this. I'm going to
super good at this, right?
Yeah.
At some point, you can get your house as clean as you want it, right? Spick and span, spotless, disinfected. Man, the place could be pristine, right? Guess what you're going to have to do next week? Right? And I'm not saying you shouldn't get your house clean or whatever like that. I'm just saying you have to understand that these tasks are recurring. And no matter how good a job you do here, you're still going to have to do that job here. And you're still going to have to do that job here. And you're still going to have to do that job here. That's just the way it is. And if you can't accept that, you have no business being out there. This job always has to be done. It's constant. Your cup's always here, regardless. You never get the chance to have it be way down here, because that's not what flying is, right? It's always here. And then we add from there. But we're never going to get it lower than here. It's just not going to happen. And no matter how good you are, you never get it down to the point where you're just, hey man, this is just walking around chewing gum. No, it's not. If it is like that, you're a dude that's dangerous. You're probably going to crash soon, because you ain't taking this seriously. This is an intensive process. No matter how good you are at it, it's an intensive process.